Hi everyone, and I will be talking you through task 1 for this module of the BUCS leadership program. Those of you who remember from our introductory video last week, we're covering self-awareness and personal development in this module, and this task is directly related to self-awareness, but will also have implications for some of the stuff we do on personal development as well. So this video will only be a few minutes long, and I just want to quickly talk you through the task. So this task is about self-awareness, and really it's about getting to grips with what matters to you. And when we talk about that, really what we're saying is we want you to get some skills around becoming more conscious of your actions, your responses, and the drivers behind those actions and responses. And some of this stuff comes really naturally to people, and some of it takes a bit more work, so don't worry about that. But fundamentally, first, we want conscious of action. So being aware of our own and other people's actions, taking action purposely and intentionally, not just sort of doing things without consciousness or awareness, and understanding what the purposes of our actions are. So why are we doing these things? Particularly when we're relating to colleagues or people, or when we're thinking about how to plan our own work and things like that. Second area is being conscious of reaction. So being aware of the way that we react to different situations. That in turn helps us to learn to manage our reactions to best meet both our own needs and the needs of other people around us, whether that's our team or our peers or our colleagues or our customers. And learning also to predict our and other people's reactions better, because that in turn allows us to make better decisions about what we do. And finally, it's about becoming more conscious of the drivers or the personal beliefs behind some of your actions and reactions. So being aware of what influences the way that we act and react, and being aware of how different drivers or values might shape an individual's response to what we do. So what's the task? Well, it's quite straightforward. What we'd like you to do to start off with is we have written out 3 questions, and they are our kick-off questions. And we'd like you to put a little bit of time, maybe 15 minutes aside, to reflect on those kick-off questions and to make some notes. And I'll talk you through the questions in a minute. The second thing we'd like you to do is schedule a few minutes into your day, every few days, to answer the 2 daily questions, which I'll also share with you. And this is about starting to make more regular into your life a period of reflection about what you do and how you do it. And sometimes people say, oh, that sounds a bit like touchy-feely. But really what we're trying to do, and it is, but really what you're trying to do is get better at understanding ourselves. And then finally, reflection. So each time that you do those 2 activities, what we want you to do is we want you every so often to reread your notes each time and see if your perspective's changed or the way that you're thinking about things have changed. So dead straightforward, 15 minutes aside for answering the kick-off questions, making some notes, and then every few days taking 10 minutes to answer the daily questions. So the kick-off questions are about your experiences of receiving feedback that have been positive, your experience of being praised and why you've enjoyed that when you have enjoyed it and about what it's been, and also about people you admire and what qualities you admire or don't admire in people. And that's the kick-off questions, really just to start you thinking about what qualities in people that you admire and what you're proud of in terms of your own qualities. And then the daily questions, there's just 2, and it's really straightforward. And it's about what behaviours of your own you've been proud of, and what you would have liked to have done differently, and what behaviours of others you have been impressed with or you've liked. Where have there been some that frustrated or irritated you, and why do you think that's happened? And really this is just about making regular the putting time aside to think about and reflect on being more conscious of on our actions. Make some brief notes for yourself. You don't have to send us anything. If you want to chat it through with your mentors, great. If you want to chat it through with someone else, great. It doesn't have to be work related. It might be behaviour at home or in your family or in your flat share or wherever you live. And like I say, there's no work to submit or anything like this. This is about helping you to begin to build an understanding of how you work and what's going on in there. And we will use some of your responses in the online live workshop in October to get you thinking about how to translate what you've reflected on into beginning to understand your own personal values. So that's it. That's task 1. So just put some time aside to do the kickoff questions there, and then schedule 10 minutes or so every few days to do the daily questions. And that's your first task. So enjoy. Any questions, as always, you can email Dan. Details are in the email. But otherwise, we look forward to seeing you at the live online workshop for activity 2.